We are searchlights we can see in the dark. We are rockets pointed up at the stars. We are billions of beautiful hearts, and you've sold us down the river too far. What about us? 187,000 children have been directly involved in a school shooting since Columbine. 3 million children have been affected by these atrocities. These statistics are heartbreaking. Will anyone do anything to protect the children from this violence? What about us? A poetry program by various authors. It was 2009, when I was only 9 years old, that I first heard of a school shooting. It was on the internet, and only because I'd wandered off while on YouTube. Columbine High School Massacre was the video's title. Clueless as to what massacre meant, my English being so poor and innocent, I decided to click and start watching. Pow, pow, pens down, door shut! I approach the bottom of the stairs. I see kids running as confusion tears. I make a U-turn and head to the room. When gunshots erupt, our school faces doom. Still without knowing if it's just a drill, hiding in a closet, our nerves fill. I receive a text from my mom. Are you okay? That's the moment I knew. This is not a normal day. I was astounded by what I had discovered, and I thought about how rare it was and how lucky I was to be living where such things don't really happen anymore. Pow, pow, pens down, door shut! I woke up to see the bright Connecticut sky. My mom came in with a holiday twinkle in her eye. She helped me get dressed, and the morning flew by. I ran down the stairs in the blink of an eye. Kissed Mommy and hugged Daddy goodbye. I heard the singing of birds and the buzzing of bees. The bell rang and the teacher smiled at me. My friends and I sat in a circle and began to recite. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Pow, pow, pens down, door shut! H, I, J, K, L, M, N. The door burst open. A man with a gun. That's when we realized our time was done. I heard the booms and felt a sharp pain. I was sad to leave the things I would never gain. The family members I would dearly miss. My mom's face, smile, and lips that kissed. I looked around and saw halos, and wings, happiness, and love, and wonderful things. I saw my friends, not dead, but here with me. And I realized what my life had come to be. Pow, pow, pens down, door shut! The kids pointed, and the kids laughed at the young man who sat in the back of the class. One with his head down to conceal his lost round. His children ridiculed him and called him names. The young man hid his face in great shame. What was he to do when it was one versus all? Because he knew what they'd do when they found him in the hall. It was midday the next day when the school went under attack. Students had no time to react. Pow, pow, pens down, door shut! While in the closet, my body shook uncontrollably. I held the hands of my friends, and I tried to hold in my tears, because I didn't want to think about who would see their loved ones these following years. My heart is racing, my insides are aching, I'm angry, I'm sad, but I'm grateful that I'm alive. Maybe he was crazy. Maybe he was ill. But did that give him the reason to kill? Maybe that man hurt us because he was hurting inside. When he killed us, a part of our small town died. Seeing my classmates on the news, being asked for interviews, having celebrities tweet my town's name, none of it feels normal. Well, here we are, just a decade later from my naive realization as a 9-year-old. And I can't help but think about how rare it is not to hear about a mass shooting every month. And I can't help but think about how we've grown so desensitized to this issue. And I can't help but think about how we become conditioned to know how to react to these atrocities. See, it becomes a problem when all we can do is grieve. It becomes a problem when we're used to reading the words mass shooting in bold text and seeing the mugshot of that animal disguised as a human being and scrolling further to see the victims in the same 5x7 category. It becomes a cycle. Stop. Acknowledge problem. Grieve, move on. Stop. Acknowledge problem. Grieve, move on. How long will we keep it up? How long until the problem's here? How long until we just become another statistic? See, when I was 9 years old, I thought about how rare mass shootings were. Yesterday, my 9-year-old sister's first reaction to the mass shooting in Florida was, again? We are problems that want to be solved. We are children that need to be loved.